what you need to take, luggage. It should suffice to say that you can purchase everything and anything in the sacred lands, in Makkah and Madinah. So much so that many individuals who go for Hajj, they go with the intent of shopping. They do want to do a lot of shopping, and there's no harm in doing that. But the markets are so great that people usually start shopping as soon as they arrive at Jeddah Airport. Right? I mean, Jeddah Airport by itself is a fair. It's not a small airport. It's a very large airport. Jeddah Airport, we'll come to that in a few moments, inshallah. But as far as purchasing things, you can purchase anything and everything you need there. There's no need to take anything. But if one wishes to play it safe, then it's recommended that whatever you do, you pack extremely light. You want to make sure that you don't take everything with you. You want to pack as lightly as possible. And the reason behind that is that as soon as you arrive at the airport, you will have to look for your luggage. You're going to have to go through customs. Once you've gone through customs, they will take your luggage and put it in a cart. The more luggage you have, the longer you will have to wait. Once the cart goes to another part of the airport, your luggage will be offloaded. Then when you're boarding the bus, again, the more luggage you have, the longer you'll have to wait. The less you have, the easier it is. Because you can simply and very easily take your luggage, either carry it with you, or once your luggage has been loaded, it's much easier for you to travel. For example, when you arrive in Makkah or Madinah, your luggage is on the bus. The more luggage you have, the longer you have to wait. Right? Because someone is going to take your luggage off of the bus. The more luggage you have, the longer you're going to have to wait. The more luggage you have, the longer you're going to have to wait for someone to take it to your room. So keeping all these things in mind, the lighter you pack, the better it is. Even after mentioning all of this, a lot of people just don't understand. A lot of people just don't understand, and what happens is then they pay the price. They're usually waiting. There's people usually that, people are being delayed because of this. Whatever luggage you purchase, you want to try to make sure that you purchase a luggage that has good wheels. Now, you don't want to go to Macy's or JCPenney and buy a luggage for $90 or $100, because by the time you're done with Hajj, nothing's going to be left, everything's going to be broken. But you want to try to make sure that whatever you buy, it's easy for you to carry, it's easy for you to travel with. If there's no one there to take your luggage to your room, you can simply take it with you if it has the wheels and whatnot. The last thing you want is a very heavy suitcase that you have to carry around with you during Hajj. Regardless of where one shops, there are certain things that are recommended for pilgrims. There are certain things that you should definitely take from here, because it'll just make your life easier and you don't have to look for them when you arrive there. First of all, a sleeping bag. In the past, I used to recommend individuals to buy thin fleece sleeping bags, but that one night in Muzdalifah, it gets so cold that no fleece sleeping bag, no bed sheet is good enough for you. You also want to keep in mind that once you leave your hotel in Makkah Makkah and Madinah to go for the Hajj, you will be carrying everything with you. The only thing you will have with you is a backpack for 5 days, and if you have a sleeping bag, that's something extra that you're going to have to carry with you. So if you're up for carrying an extra sleeping bag, you can definitely buy a sleeping bag. A warm and durable bed sheet, just in case. Small bags, Ziploc bags for stones. Some people use Ziploc bags. Other people just use little water bottles and they just fill their stones in there. A small flashlight, a very small one. Now, as you're making your lists, don't try to make sure that you want to buy the most expensive just because you're going for Hajj. You just want to make sure that it's something easy for you to carry, that if you get lost, you don't have to cry over it. You don't have to regret your loss because you bought a nice flashlight for $70. 2 sets of Ihram. You want to have one that you're wearing, an extra one. If you are going to Makkah al-Mukarramah first, you will need to have your Ihram with you. And if you're going to Medina Munawwara first, you don't need to carry your Ihram with you. In fact, you can buy your Ihram in Medina Munawwara and wear it on your way to Makkah. A towel. You definitely don't want to take the towels out of the hotels. They do not belong to you, so you carry one with you. A 7-bead misbah, a tasbih. This is something that you can actually make at home. What you would do is you would get a little key ring and a little thread that goes through now, and then just put in 7 beads. But keep in mind, when you put in the 7 beads, the thread in between should be so thick that the beads don't move unless you make them move. And the reason behind that is you will wear that around one of your fingers, and as you're making the 7th tawaf around the Kaaba, or as you're making your sa'i, you can actually count, and you can move that one bead as you've done one, you can move the second one as you've done the second, and you can do... Now if there are free moving, like some people would make them, it's of no use to you, because you don't know how many you've done. You can't hold it in place. So the beads have to be in such a way where they are actually kept in place. Now this is something that you cannot buy, this is something that you will make at home. And a small cloth bag. You want to carry a small cloth bag with you, preferably with a shoulder strap. You can also carry, you get those little bags, the Nike and Adidas bags, the one with the strings where you just pull the string and it closes. Those are also very convenient because you can carry your prayer rug inside it, so you can put your prayer rug inside it after you've left the haram. Or if you enter the haram, you can pull your prayer rug out and put your slippers inside it. And you do want to carry your slippers with you all the time. You don't want to leave them somewhere, because when you come back, they most probably won't be there. You also want to take medication with you, medication that you will... Now again, keep in mind that pharmacies are a very large business in Makkah and Madinah. Right? You'll find them everywhere, you'll find everything there. There's not a single medication that you will not find there, but it's preferable to take your own medication with you. So it's much easier, it's more convenient, you know what you have. If you are on any kind of medication, you want to take that with you as well. You want to take spare medication just in case you may lose some or you may run out or whatever. Slippers, you also need to take slippers with you. You want to buy at least one pair of slippers from here. And slippers, again, keep in mind that you want to buy a pair of slippers that if you lose, you won't cry over them. So you don't want to buy a pair of $70 sandals. You want to buy something very simple, especially for the men. When you are performing your Hajj, you are actually performing your Hajj, the top bone on your feet have to remain exposed for the brothers. Hence, you want to buy those slippers that go like this, and I'll show them to you in a minute. Those are the ones that you want to buy. A pouch that you can keep here around your ihram, or even on regular days where you can just keep your money and your pens and glasses or whatever inside. Especially during the days of Hajj, when you're actually in Mina and Muzdalifah and you're performing the Hajj, what's going to happen is when you go to perform wudu, and you take off your glasses or your watch, there's no place to put them. So if you have a fanny pack, you can just simply open it, leave everything inside, close it, perform your wudu, and then just take it back out of there. Carry a notebook, a pen, spare cash inside there. A Casio watch, something that you can buy for a few dollars at the stores so that you don't have to... Once again, you don't regret if you lose it, and it's waterproof, so you don't have to worry about anything. Sunglasses, it is perfectly permissible to wear sunglasses during the Hajj and in the state of Ihram, so you can actually purchase sunglasses if you would like. And if you wear prescription glasses, you definitely want to take an extra pair. It's very possible that you may break or lose the pair of glasses that you are taking with you. Cotton clothes that are comfortable. Now again, you don't want to go out and buy a wardrobe, you just want to buy a few pairs of clothes. The most convenient one, especially for the brothers, are the cargo pants with pockets on the side. Now keep in mind that you cannot wear those during the 5 days of Hajj. Right? When you're in the state of Ihram, when you're in Ihram, you can't wear those. But on other days, you can actually wear those, and if you have cargo pants, you can actually keep a lot of things in your pants on the side. You won't, obviously, when you're going for Hajj, they take your passports and tickets away from you, so you won't be carrying those. But there could be money or other valuables that you want to carry with you. And it's very convenient if you actually wear cargo pants with a thobe on top, because no one really knows what you have inside. And unfortunately, it is a fact that there are many pickpockets that you will find who will try to take advantage of you or who will try to take your money away from you. So it's also very smart not to carry all your money with you. And if you have your money with you, you probably want to, if there's more individuals in a family, you probably want to split the money within a few individuals, so that if one person tends to lose their money, someone else can come up with it. You also want to carry, especially like I mentioned earlier, this is the winter season, so you want to carry a sweater with you. If you're an individual who feels cold, even in the summer, then you definitely want to carry a jacket with you as well, because it does get cold, especially in Madinah Munawwara, it will get cold. During the days of Hajj, when you're in Mina, Muzdalifah and Arafat, since you're in the state of Ihram, it won't do you any good, by the way. You can't wear your sweater in the state of Ihram. You can't wear your jacket in the state of Ihram. You can definitely put on another Ihram. You can actually wrap your blanket or your bedsheet or sleeping bag around you, but you cannot wear a sweater. and you want to take tissues with you as well. Another thing that we can carry with us if we wish are cell phones. They've become very convenient. You can take your cell phone from here. You have to make sure it's unlocked and the bands are correct. As soon as you arrive there, for about $100, you can purchase a prepaid SIM card. Just put it in your phone. It becomes very convenient. The outgoing call rates are the same as the call box rates. You probably don't want to use the hotel to make outgoing calls because they're usually very expensive. And in the case of having a cell phone, people can easily and conveniently contact you as well wherever you may be. So using cell phones is very common. A lot of the people do carry cell phones while they're in Makkah and Madinah. The only problem that you have though is people are walking and talking and carrying their cell phones while they're inside the haram, and in some cases even unfortunately while they're making tawaf. So you do have to set some boundaries for yourself and say when you enter the haram your phone is going to be off or whatnot. But that is something that is convenient, especially if you're leaving family behind and things like that.